Night 1 of SCL Season 26 Daytona Speed Weeks, the 15th installation of the SCL's Daytona Speed Weeks, and we're here tonight for the Busch Clash Winston Cup All-Star Race. Here first, getting us started, is the Busch Open, as the non-All-Star drivers try to earn their transfer into the main event tonight of the SCL 26 Busch Clash. The Busch Open features 15 full drivers, with the top 5 spots will be transferring. It's going to be a 25 lap race, or about 100K of the 500K Daytona 500 distance. And got some good drivers in the field here looking to transfer. 10 all-star drivers are already getting their cars ready and waiting for the Clash, and the top 5 here out of the field of all-stars. I'm joined here by Rita St. James. Give us a shout, Rita.
Hello, everyone.
All right. Let's set up my monitor. Get the maps ready, as we'll do the starting lineup here momentarily after the 5-minute qualifying session is set. One of our oldest events, the Busch Clash, was a part of the very first SCL Daytona Speed Weeks way back in season 12 on Gran Turismo 6, and this looks to be a real awesome show. As I said, the 10 all-stars are waiting, so you got 15 cars going for the 5 spots here. A lot of rookies, a lot of inexperienced drivers here looking to get track time and some Speed Weeks glory. Rita, I imagine you would be, your analysis here would be to be a bit trepidatious with all the inexperience on the track here in this race.
It's going to be an interesting race. You know, these cars aren't the easiest to handle, especially on cold tyres. You know, and when you get draft from the front and draft from the back and draft from the side, it makes it very interesting, let's just say that.
Oh yeah, it's a fun event, usually the kickoff for Speed Weeks. We have the sister to this event on Friday night, the Marlboro Challenge IndyCar All-Star Race. And while I've struggled through 14 starts with the Daytona 500 trying to win the 500, I have won the Busch Clash 3 times, and I know from experience in these races, it's just a crapshoot. You got to spend the race getting yourself in position. This one here in the Busch Open, with 5 spots transferring, I think it's just a matter of being in the right place at the right time. You've only got 25 laps. There's a 4 caution flag limit. I think it's just a matter of getting yourself into the right position. As right now, Kylo Ren, from the rookie from Benson Speed Equipment, is currently sitting on top of the qualifying board. He's got a drafting partnership going there that's helping move him up. But we look to see a good show, and then myself, Rita, we're both going to be in the Clash, getting our first taste of Daytona Speed Weeks. 11 races over the next 12 nights, culminating with the Daytona 500 and the beginning of the championship series on the SCL American Tour. The International Tour will be at Monaco this weekend. We're all looking forward to that. But the Winston Cup Series kicking off with the Clash, and just a little bit of fun, a chance to get the car out there to race for, as I said, it's a prestigious race, even though it's a special event. And that's really what we're trying to accomplish here. I'd love to win it again, but really I'm just wanting to get the track time, Rita. I'm sure you feel the same way.
Yes, you know, track time is everything at this present time, you know. Especially coming up to the start of the season, you know, you want to start well. You know, if you start well, it gives you a boost for the rest of the season, you know.
Oh yeah, you don't want to fall way behind.
Yes, and you've got to make sure you try and stay out of any accidents, you know.
Well, at the timer running down, Kylo, the rookie from BSE, sitting on the pole at the moment. Let's see if somebody else around the track has something for them. Let's see if anybody else can bump them off here. Guntar drafting with his teammate at Green Mountain Enterprises. He might have something here. I'm going to hop over there, Rita, and do the starting lineup real quick while qualifying closes up. All right, guys. Let me give you your starting lineup for tonight's SCL Season 26 Busch Open. Starting on the pole with a terrific run, the rookie from Benson Speed Equipment, Kylo Ren. Congratulations on the pole, Kylo. Starting second will be Guntar from Green Mountain Enterprises in the 63 car. Starting third will be Daz in the 29 car for Green Mountain Enterprises. Starting fourth, the longtime SCL veteran, hasn't been on the track in a few seasons. He's a former IndyCar champion and Indianapolis 500 winner. Running as an independent today, Super 8. Welcome back, Super. Starting fifth will be Pogo Gun in the number 2 car, the third car from Green Mountain Enterprises. Starting sixth will be Progar in the 51 car, so 4 of the top 6, the Green Mountain Enterprises car. Starting seventh will be Flat Out from, Aussie Race Team. Starting eighth is Outcast in the 60 car for TOW Racing. Starting ninth will be Rosta in the 15 for Benson Speed Equipment. 10th will be Muttley in the 38 for Aussie Race Team. 11th is It's Your Boy Squash in an independent ride. 12th is Rabila's Photo, also an independent ride. 13th, another second season driver now, I believe, Blondie's Mister in the 10 car. What team are you on, Blondies? All right, you're going to be independent. I have you in the wrong car, but we'll sort it out. It's not a points race, not a big deal. So Blondie's in an independent. 14th will be Rockabilly, also in the independent. 15th is O'Brien in the number 1 car for Apex Motorsport. All right, guys, best of luck. Guntar and Daz are your track marshals. Put on a good show for us. I'm going to get back into the booth, and when I turn it over, Guntar and Daz, it's all yours. All right, we got the starting order set and done. Hit the retire and spectate as we're going to wait the start here. A little bit of a delay getting all these rookies set, and O'Brien disappears from the field as soon as he... All right, hang on a second, guys. Gonna have to do this again. Son of... Hang on a second, Guntar. I'm sorry. Did O'Brien disconnect? O'Brien, you in there? It said he joined back. Are you back in, O'Brien? Well, you're gonna... Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm just asking if he's in here yet. All right, yeah, you guys are gonna have to do that then. Yeah, you know your starting order. Everybody mark your starting order and retire and spectate. All right, I'll let you guys handle it. All right, they're going to be resetting to get O'Brien back in as he disconnected. And we'll get the field set here for the Busch Clash, as you're seeing what happens when you spike the water supply at Daytona International Speedway with LSD right before the race. It would be a lot more interesting, but I'm not sure that you would be able to keep people from climbing the fence. God damn, leave me alone, people. Love of God. All right. I think Kylo is actually physically returning to the pit rather than just hitting the button. All right. All right, we'll get these boys set up again, and they'll try again now. Hopefully, no one hits the exit room button or disconnects or anything. As I said, should be a high action race. I say that simply because there's so many inexperienced drivers in an open exhibition like this, a Busch Open. These are the guys that'll be populating the these are the guys that you're going to expect to see populating Grand National Division late model when they're racing stock cars, more so than Winston Cup. I mean, there's about half a dozen Cup regulars in here, more than but a lot of inexperienced drivers on the track, and it's either gonna be interesting or it's gonna be wreck fest. We'll see. Kylo Ren of BSE with the a bit of a surprising pole for the rookie driver. Now, can he stay up there? That's going to be the key.
Can you hear me all right, Colin?
I don't know. What do you
Can you
think,
hear me,
Rita?
Colin?
Yeah.
You can. Okay. I've got about a 6-second delay on what I see, okay? So I'll be slightly behind you.
Damn it. I'll be right back. That's all me, Gunter. That was my mistake. I should have. Yeah, that was on. Yeah, just go ahead rather than reset the room. That was my mistake, guys. You're keeping your original starting order. You're keeping your original starting order. That was my mistake. I apologize. I'm getting swamped and we're a little behind. So sorry. All stars waiting. Sorry about that. That was phone ringing, messages from drivers all at once while I was trying to get you guys reheaded in. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead and warm it up. What you're using. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll give you a few here to turn a few laps if you want. Race will start in 5 minutes. Don't leave the room. It'll be closer to 5 with the 2-minute clock. That was all me there, Rita. I forgot to turn off the qualifier. I'm letting them run it. They can warm up, but they're just going to wait it out rather than spend the same amount of time to redo the room. Yeah, it's on me. Had a little too much going on. I will be right back, though. They are maintaining the original starting order, by the way.
Okay. I don't know whether anyone can hear me on YouTube, actually.
All right, back with you, Rita. Source, as soon as first night of the season kicked off, Speed Week's phone's blowing up. Boss wants me in early, all kinds of stuff. Like, you're
Right.
waiting. Already took me too long to get here. All right, so a bit of a truncated start here due to my incompetence at the helm, but we'll sort it out and get the Busch Open running. We've got the Busch Clash All-Stars waiting. Including yours truly and Rita.
Okay, we qualified just outside the top three, but we can make that up in the race. Good effort.
All right, one of these guys hits exit, I'm going to stab him. All right, make sure we got the whole field in. We do. Retire, hit the monitor. Wait for them to sort it out and get the Busch Open started. As I said, give you viewers here on the SCL Racing Network a little rundown. Tonight's Busch Clash is the Winston Cup All-Star Race. Past Winston Cup Series champions, major race winners, and race winners earn automatic qualification. We have 10 total All-Star entries tonight, which means that the top 5 out of this Busch Open will advance to the 3-segment clash. Now, this is the exact same format we'll use Friday night for the Marlboro Challenge IndyCar All-Star Race. And one of the oldest events goes back to season 12. This is the 15th running. And I'm going to tell the story before I get in the race because I tell it every season. Very first SCL Daytona Speed Weeks was SCL Season 12 on GT6. That was my rookie season, coincidentally. Just prior to Speed Weeks, I was fortunate enough to land one of the most sought-after rides, even still, in the SCL with Team Dana Moore Racing. And so we start up Speed Weeks. My very first race with the team is the Busch Clash, and get into the Busch Clash, and we get to the final segment of the race, and I'm in the catbird seat. The new rookie driver is running first with Kips and Colio, my teammates behind me second and third, running the inside line. It looks like I'm going to win the Busch Clash in my first race. And then with 7 laps to go, all 3 of us disconnected simultaneously on the server. It was a piece of work. It took me 7 more seasons to finally win the Clash, and then I was able to do it in seasons 19, 20, and 22, so, which I believe is the record. So it came around for me, but nonetheless, should be a good show here in the Busch Open. I said you got about a handful of Winston Cup regulars, but mostly a lot of rookie drivers, including our pole sitter, Kylo Ren, from Benson Speed Equipment in the 24 car. He's going to be sitting up out front. These cars will be making a strategy pit stop here. And we'll give a secondary rundown to the order once they're lined up. Kylo on the pole in the 24 car for BSC. He's followed in the number 63 car by Guntar. Second season driver out of Green Mountain, his teammate Daz, SCL veteran in the 29. Super 8's the longtime SCL veteran, hadn't run the last few seasons, and making his return here in season 26. We're seeing him here at the All-Star race as somebody goes sliding out for no apparent reason. 5th will be Pogo Gun. He's in the number 2 car, also for Green Mountain, as his teammate Progar in the 51, starting in 6th. Somebody sliding around for no apparent reason. Which, that Super has got to come back up. Yep, hitting the apron. Somebody's not in the right spot. They're coming into the pits anyway. Outcast, newly signed in the 60 car to TOW Racing. He's a veteran at this point. Flat out in the 19 for Aussie Race Team. Aussie driver down here in this. Rosta in the 15 for Benson Speed Equipment. Another vet. Muttley, another Aussie for Aussie Race Team. Then come the independents. It's your boy Squash. Rabila's Photo in the 65, now in his 2nd SCL season. Rockabilly in his 3rd SCL season. O'Brien will be in the number 1 car, newly signed to Apex Motorsports' 6th SCL season. And Blondie's Mister is in the 10 car. He's supposed to be an independent 65, but he's in the 10 car for another 2nd season driver, Blondie's Mister, as the cars make their strategy stop. As I said, the Open is always an interesting race because there's a lot of drivers with not a lot of experience up in the top class. As I said, what you're looking at in this field is about 5 to 6 Winston Cup regulars, and the rest of now who
Progar.
You have got to be kidding me.
No, Progar just disconnected.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna head on over there and try to fix it. Right back. Alright, now what? Oh, Christ. Yeah, I gotcha. I know, it's that's the rule. Just, I'll make sure I turn off the qualifier this time. It is what it is. Got a little rain in the area, guys, lightning, so we got to pull it back in. Alright, we'll try it again. All right. However, and I must state this. I must state this for the record. Um, however, I know it's not based on how many on one guy, but that's 2 attempts at the restart. So the third one's a go. That means if somebody disappears, the race is on. This time we're going. We will do it up to twice. But if you happen to be SOL this time, you're SOL. At least for a race that's not a points race. If this was the Daytona 500 or something, if it was a points race, we'd probably keep going. But it's an exhibition race. There's more race. There's another race to come tonight. So this is, you know, this is the third and final go. Oh, good lord. Yeah, I'm gonna turn. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna turn it off. Don't worry about it. Oh God, dude. I'm putting them on the clock. Guntar, tell him. Guntar, tell him 3 minutes, or we'll give him 6:45. 4 minutes or 45. Oh, looks like he's out. All right, looks like. All right. If you were guaranteed a spot in the class, you wouldn't be in here. Yeah, yeah, he can. I'll invite him to the booth, and yeah, go ahead and ready up, guys. Qualifying's off. Should be good to go. Good luck. Good luck again. Listen, guys, he was in sixth. Seventh on back is moving up one. Good luck, guys. Maybe. Well, he- he's alrighty. Good luck, guys. All right, Reed. I'm gonna make a new party real quick. Okay. Are you kidding me? All right, having some kind of trouble here with the party for some reason. Not really sure. Yeah, no, I can't get out of here because I'm still on the Carlin Hicks account. So I can't get... What you can do for me is send a message to Progar and tell him I can't invite him in because the room's locking me out because I got 2 accounts going. I can't because I'm not on Carlin Hicks. I started the party with that account, unfortunately. Just all over the place tonight. I'm obviously in off-season mode. Yeah, just message him and tell him to work the tower, and I can't get him in here. Alright, so we'll try it again, having all kinds of weather and technical issues. Hopefully the 14 cars now in the room are primed and ready. Hang on a second. Better way to do this. Alright, so hitches all over the place. Progar is missing out due to the late blown motor there. All kinds of technical stuff all over the place here tonight. Oh. But let's hope to... Now it's your boy Squash is gone. He's had all kinds of technical issues. Now we're down to 13 cars before we've even taken the green flag. But it is what it is. As I said, 5 cars are advancing to the Busch Clash. Trying like hell to get this thing up and running, and having all these technical snafus has not helped. But Progar and It's Your Boy Squash are going to fail to take the green due to technical issues. And so 13 cars will take the green flag here at the Busch Clash, or Busch Open, I should say. Getting distracted by all this big crowd here. SCL Daytona Speed Weeks, 11 nights of racing over the next 12 days. The signature festival of racing in the SCL. Most of our series, all of the series on the American Tour will be here. What is Super doing back in the pits? Finally moving. All right. All right, they're starting to line up. Kylo Ren, the surprise pole winner for Benson Speed Equipment, has got he's got 3 of the next 4 cars are Green Mountain Enterprises cars, so they're looking to work their way in. Give a quick announcement of who the All-Stars in this week are. OGR Gordon, Kips, Rita, Carlin Hicks, Callie, Hossack, Stay Down Killin', It's PT, Twindy, and Cat Guy are your Busch Clash All-Stars waiting for the 5 here. These guys will be getting the 1 to go signal here. They'll start doubling it up and getting ready for the start. A bit of a delay, but we're hoping to put on a good show here at the Busch Clash. tonight and the Busch Open right now. All right, 1 to go signal being given. These cars can start doubling it up. You've run in these before, Rita. Any particular strategy that you think you can use to do well?
It all depends on who you've got in front of you, realistically. If you can, or by the side of you, if you can side draft, you will pick up a lot of speed. But you've got to be able to trust that person on the inside. If they just step out slightly, you can go into the wall, you know. So it is a case of who is around you, really, and at that point you decide what to do. You know, the inside you can win on, the outside you can win on as well, you know. Sometimes it's awkward if you get stuck in the pack because you can't move, you know, but don't let frustration get to you. Just hang on in there and watch it evolve, you know.
Oh, absolutely. It's a short race, 25 laps, only 100K. You got to make your move early and then try to maintain it. But it's going to be,
Absolutely, yes.
It's going to be a good show. We'll see if Kylo and Gunter and the guys up front can maintain. As I said, the top 5 spots are transferring into the Busch Clash. All right, they're coming now down out of turn 4. SCL Season 26 Daytona Speed Weeks is on us. It is the Busch Open. All right, Kylo Ren and Guntar on the front row, brings them down, looking a little ragged, but not too bad. As we head down to the start of the Busch Open, and we are green flags out at Daytona. For the 15th time, Daytona Speed Weeks is kicking off. Kylo stays on the bottom. 2 cars going down to the apron quickly. That was the 29 of Daz and one of the independents. Might have been Super 8 there. Looks like Daz falling back, but he's going to get back in the field. So it looks like somebody came down on him.
Yes, I think one of the independents. It was good that Daz used some common sense there and stayed under the apron, you know, didn't cause an accident.
Daz side by side with O'Brien here at the back. Meanwhile, up towards the middle. Back up front. This camera will cycle through Guntar and Kylo side by side. They're paired up. Guntar paired up with his teammate Pogo in the 2 car, while Outcast from TOW has gone down to the inside. Working lap 5 on the board of 28. Hook car up into the wall. A little jump there by Outcast. Seemed to get into Pogo. Pogo knocking around. We got cars making contact here. Pogo's involved. Rockabilly appeared to be there. Rosta. Not sure if we have. Looks like we're still green as they caught it coming off the wall. This certainly ain't just point and turn left. These cars bounce around. They're loose. And right there, it looked to me like the 60 car bounced up and got into the 2.
Yes, it did look like that as well, you know. On this track, these cars, they do hop, and the Indy cars are even worse, you know. It's a oddity with this Daytona track, you know.
It does.
You have a bit of lag, and it will just make it worse, you know.
It does, but in my opinion, it's mostly within your hitbox. It doesn't usually cause anything other than somebody to freak out, and when they're reacting, as Kylo right there runs up into Gunter, it usually just causes the car to freak out around you. Normally, it doesn't actually hit anybody. But when it
that
does,
is true. If you panic, you will
all right,
crash.
all right. It looks like we are back under yellow. It'll be the first yellow of 4 here on lap 7. First caution of the race. Kylo maintaining the lead from the pole as he and Guntar have been out front. Some bouncing around there in the middle of the pack. So we had a couple little moments there early on, getting our first caution of the race. It's actually kind of amusing. When you're the veteran driver and you've seen this a million times, is you're in that beginning of the race, the tires are cold, it's 2 or 3 laps in, and you see one of the less experienced drivers flat pedal to the floor, hit the corner in the draft, and all of a sudden that car's not going where they thought it was. It starts to drift on them. And that is the moment when you can tell who has any experience in these cars. If you have any experience at all, you're off the throttle. You know full well what's going to happen to you. When you don't have much experience, you see what happened right there, where you just keep sliding right on up until somebody stops you. Daz, the only one taking pit service right now in the 29 car for newly formed Green Mountain Enterprises. He'll be tacking on to the back of the field. They'll have 20 to go here at the 20 to go here at the restart. Kylo, Guntar, Outcast, Muttley, and Flat Out, your top 5 currently in the transfer spots. Flat Out in 5th place on the bubble in the 19 car. But looking like a good weekend of races. We got the Marlboro Challenge IndyCar All-Star race, same format as this one on Friday night. Includes the Marlboro Open. Saturday here at Speed Weeks, the Roar Before the Continental, and then Daytona 500 qualifying round 1, and Sunday the Daytona 500 qualifying round 2 and the duels. The International Tour will be down at Monaco this weekend for the Mediterranean Super Prix and the International Le Mans Series, and of course the big one, the Monaco Grand Prix in the Formula One World Championship. Rita currently 2nd in Formula One points. You're looking forward to that one. I don't know if you're looking forward to it, but looking forward to getting through it.
I'm looking forward to getting through it. Yes, if I can get any points out of that, I'll be happy. You know.
I hear you there. All right, they're coming back for the restart here. Restarting on lap 9. Kylo Ren leading them back for the single file restart. See who's got those motors revved. Don't spin the tires, and we got a green flag. Guntar shooting out to the lead. Looks like Kylo trying to catch those cold tires there coming off of turn 4.
Yes, drifting slightly upwards there, you know, but that is cold tyres for you.
Looking back here on board with the independent driver Blondie's Mister. Looks like the 60 car's in the wall. Outcast scraping up against the wall. And he's going to lose the draft out of that. Daz is around, and we may have a caution here. I think there must have been contact there at the back. Let's see if the field's slowing up. Don't see it. Maybe he spun on his own. Oh, Daz trying to get out of the way. Something happened to Daz there. He's already...
I can't quite see what happened to him there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's falling behind a lap here. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to him there. Outcast and Blondie appeared to have lost the draft due to the contact, but Daz has a shot at the wave around, but he fell a lap down here. I'm not really sure what happened to him. He was at the tail of the field. Oh, we got contact there between the one car pair of the Independents. That is definitely going to be Rockabilly's involved. Super 8 is involved. Definitely going to be our second caution. O'Brien's involved. No, O'Brien's clear. He was involved. He got one of the six. Yeah, one of the 65 cars, either Rockabilly or Super, came up the track, saved it when they pushed the one car into the wall, and then down into each other they went, and that's going to be the second caution. Should allow Daz to get his wave around, however, and get back on the lead lap. As you can see here, springtime here at Daytona. We got an overcast track for this race, although it might be clearing up. Kip, you might want to get on the weather. I think it's going to be clearing up maybe for the Busch Clash here under the lights. Looks like it'll be clearing up for the, like I said, for the under the lights for the Clash. That's our second caution of 4 now on lap 12, and not much to say about that one. Those cars were 3 wide coming down the backstretch, and somebody slid it up there 3 wide and then went into somebody else. So Program, I don't know if you're watching, but I can't do an invite. You can use the same invite to get in the room, but my party's locked out because I accidentally made it with my other account that's still logged in. So I can't get anybody else in the booth right now.
So Daz is taking his wave around.
Pits are going to be opening. Pits are going to open. Once again, apologize for the technical snafus and the delays. The All-Stars are waiting patiently, including myself. Don't see any takers. Daz will be at the back of the field, and we'll be a lap from the restart. 2 flags of 4 in the books, and we're halfway through the laps on the board here in the Busch Open. Guntar still in the lead. Flatouts in second. Pole sitter Kylo Ren is in third. Rebel is in fourth, and Muttley 5th place. Those are the cars currently in the transfer position. But didn't get the greatest look at that, but that was a classic Daytona incident. They were down, somebody's car started moving from the dirty air. Whether they were trying to stick the nose in to go 3 wide or not, I couldn't tell you. But they wound up finding themselves in that position, and, you know, somebody starts moving. And you ask all 3 guys there, they're all going to tell you the same thing. I held my line. But we all know that's not true, because if they wouldn't be rolling around at 70 miles an hour right now. It's dirty air is one of those things that gets you in that situation. The only thing you can do to avoid that, besides anticipating it and catching it, is to realize that you're coming down the backstretch. You're probably 400 or 500 yards from the turn. There's no way out at this point except to back out and not try to make that corner. Even if you're not technically 3 wide when you hit the corner, if you're that close and you're spread out in a 3 wide fan, the dirty air is going to be terrible. You're going to be getting crazy air on both sides of your car. Combination of some air on the left front, some air on the right front, you know, a little bit of side draft. All right, Guntar from Green Mountain will lead us back to the green flag. Takes it up high and takes the green flag on lap 14 of the SCL 26 Busch Open. So glad to be back here for Daytona Speed Weeks. Season 26, the Busch Clash is to follow. That is going to be the big show. And we should be able to get that one going pretty quick. And try to get some chase action with the guys here. Get on board with O'Brien in the 1 car for Apex Motorsport in 7th. He's right behind Pogo. Looking up at Muttley, who's in that 5th transfer spot.
Yeah, Daz unfortunately has lost the draft at the back of the field.
I'm wondering if he has the wrong setup on the car or something.
Possibly.
I mean, something's up if he's just falling back like that.
Yeah.
Leave it on Muttley, who's currently in the 5th transfer spot there in the 38 car for the Aussie race team. These guys are starting to starting to try to figure out. He's got O'Brien on the outside of him. Pogo directly on his tail. Guntar continues to lead the field. Oh, somebody went low. Muttley went down onto the apron there. Looks like he's going to catch it. If he can catch it onto the corner here without sliding up the track, it appears he does. That moves Rebel in the 65 car into that transfer spot. Looks like the 2 cars up in the wall. Outcast caught the wall a bit. There goes somebody around. That's Blondie Mister. Down to the infield. He saves it, but he's going to lose the draft here. He better hook up with the with Muttley coming up with him. As these cars bouncing around now on lap 17. We having something going on here. Yep, we have the caution is out. Cars are around.
Yeah, Pogo's at the end of the field as well. I don't know what happened to Pogo.
Rebel, Pogo, Rockabilly, O'Brien all seem to be involved with our 3rd caution flag of the night. 3 of 4, so these guys are going through them here early. Making me a bit trepidatious there, Rita, because I didn't even see anybody making a move.
No.
Nobody was even making a move, so I don't know where the wreck would have started. It's hard to tell where it would have started. I didn't see anybody making a move on anybody. But you can't give them the patience lecture right now with 10 to go in the race. But not really sure what happened there.
No, I didn't see it.
Looks like everybody's going to stay out. And they're going to have exactly 10 to go here at the line. Guntar still your leader. Kylo brought it back up to 2nd. Super 8 is 3rd. Roast to 4th. Muttley 5th. Those are your last transfer cars there.
I do think that maybe Daz has got the wrong setup, which is making him slow.
Now, something's going on with him for sure. Definitely some kind of mechanical problem out of the Green Mountain garages there. hop it on to the 5th place spot as they come out here. That is your transfer spot. 38 car Muttley currently in it. He's got Blondie, Mr. right behind him. These guys got 10 to go and only 1 flag left on the board. It's time to... Haven't had a whole lot of time to run the green laps. Of course, these guys ran in the warm-ups, as the All-Stars are doing now ad nauseum, I'm sure. But this is where you gotta win it. All right, Guntar in the 63 brings us back down and takes the green flag. Trying to get some grip out of those cold tires. Somebody's already down on the apron. That's Pogo Gun. Something happened in the Pogo there. He slides down onto the apron, and we got cars going around. That was a 24 car of Kylo. Came off the wall. And we've got a big accident taking place here. Kylo's in it, Blondie's in it, Super's in it, Flat Out's in it. And that is our 4th and final caution. I'm not sure where it started, but at some point, Kylo Ren in the 24 came off the wall directly down into traffic. I'm not sure if he got pushed from behind or what happened there, but he definitely was riding the wall and then took the car to the left, and maybe he had a little help. It did not make a lap, so the pits are not going to open, and or pits shouldn't be opening, and that is it. We're going to be green to the finish. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't want to throw the 24 car under the bus. He might have got pushed from the back while he was on the wall, but he was definitely on the wall and just turned it down right back into the field one way or another, and that brings out the 4th and final caution and cost them quite a bit of track position. If in fact he was riding the wall unassisted, he would have been better off to bring it back in. He wouldn't have lost that track position. But that's it. That is the final caution. And we will be green to the finish. Top 5 spots. Guntar in the 63 car, Rosta in the 15 for BSE, Daz in the 29, O'Brien in the 1 for Apex, and Outcast in the 60 car, the 5-season SCL veteran newly signed to TOW Racing, is currently in the transfer spot. When these guys, I believe the pits are not going to be opening. When these guys take the green, we're going to be looking at 8 laps to go. So 4th and final flag of the day, you're looking at the veteran driver Outcast in the 60 car for TOW. He is currently in that final transfer spot, as you see the top 5 right there. And with no more cautions, I believe he's opening the pits. I thought they did not make a lap, but that is the race marshal's call, so he's calling an open pit. So we're going to have 1 lap to go, and that's going to be 7 lap shootout to the finish. I can't even join another party. That's the problem with this thing. I tried to start a new one or join another one to fix it, but it won't until I log out of the Carlin Hicks account. But we're going to get a finish now, so these guys got to shake it out. I think on the restart here, Rita, I'm going to go shotgun on the field with the chase cam. Try to see the action in front of us on board with Rabila's photo, second season driver, running in 13th position. Progar, we're looking for a broadcaster for the Busch Clash, though, if you want to do it. I was hoping one of these guys with the account that could broadcast doesn't make the race. That's you. We'd be glad to have you do it. Yeah, we'll be shotgun on the field here in the back. Guntar, Roasted, Daz, O'Brien, and Outcast lead the top 5. They've got 7 laps to the finish here of the Busch Open. Went through the 4 cautions. in 20 laps, which would be way too quick if we were talking about a Daytona 500. But with this field of drivers, I can't say they've done a terrible job, Rita. I mean, I haven't seen any boneheaded moves. I just haven't seen them holding the line all that well. That's the experience.
Yes. And also there's times when these cars, you just get too close and they're like magnets. They will just come together, you know. It's something we all have to learn to drive with, you know.
No kidding.
And it's easy sitting here watching it, but when you're actually driving it, it's a different ball game, you know.
All right, coming down to the green flag, the final one, and we are green. Somewhere in the back of the field, they don't get going. There's always somebody, 7th, 8th, 9th, that doesn't have good anticipation. But they're still in it. They line up. They got a shot here. Looks like they're separate. Somebody's on the inside there. Who's on the infield? That was Muttley. No, Rockabilly. Rockabilly sliding back here. We'll get back up towards the front meanwhile. There's your 5th spot right there. Outcast holding off in 5th. Guntar's leading Rosta. Rockabilly and Super 8 appear to have lost the draft there near the back. They still got a shot if they hook up and mayhem starts in front of them. Daz up into the 5th spot in the 29. We got 7 cars right there in contact for those top 5 spots. Guntar taking the outside, Rosta in 3rd down on the inside, trying to make it hook up there with Outcast in the 60 car. And right there on the bubble, the 29 of Daz and his teammate, the 2 of Pogo. And they appear to be the cars here in contention. Kylo and Rabila's Photo, I believe, got into each other there.
Yes.
At least that's how it appeared. Inside of 5 to go.
Does seem to have no problems anymore.
He seems okay. Yes.
Slowness.
Sorted it out. We got 9 cars here in this front pack still competing for the top 5. Somebody's in the wall. That's Muttley. He's going to fall back. And then there were 8. Ooh, Outcast goes off the corner into the infield.
I think he just hit
Oh, there goes Blondie. The back, you know? Blondie goes into the 60 car of Outcast. He came straight off the wall that time. Look at him sliding down. Blondie's got a loose race car. Blondie's sliding all over the track. You need to get off the throttle there. Looks like he knocked somebody back. Trying to stay in it. We're on board now with Flatout, who is in 6th place. He is the car looking outside, but he puts it in the wall. Flatout puts it in the wall.
He caught the apron there, you know, and it took him up.
All right, we're going to stay on board here in the front. Gunter's leading the pack. Outcast 1 second back. He's trying to get to that top 5 group. Here with 3 to go.
I think he'll do it. He's got the draft.
Especially if the 2 car puts it in the wall and he gets into him. Pogo comes off the wall, knocks Outcast down into the infield. That might have been Pogo's last shot there. Or, I'm sorry, Outcast's last shot. Pogo put it in the wall, tried to bring it down right as Outcast went to go by him. Somebody exited the room. Who was that? All right, less than 2 to go now. And at a second back, I don't know that 6th place Blondie's going to have a shot here. Outcast is the car I think has parked it. He was still in it and probably should have finished it just in case there was just in case somebody dropped out. He would have been the first alternate, finishing in 6th.
You only need an accident here and he can come
Exactly.
through the field, you know.
Exactly.
We know that from past experience.
All right, with 1 lap to go, Blondie's back into it. He's in 6th place. White flag is out. We got the win on the line. We got the transfer on the line here. Guntar side by side with Rosta. And Blondie is trying to find his way around the 2 car. He's very loose. Blondie's car is extremely loose. You can see as soon as he turns it, that front end is biting so much that he's losing speed in the corners.
Yes.
Goes down onto the apron. Where did he go? There he is. He's so loose. He had a good run, but I just don't think that car was underneath him. He's going to end up doing a hell of a job if he can hang it on into 6th place, because that thing looked diabolical. As they coming down to the finish now, Rosta side by side with Gunter for the win. And I believe it's Gunter. I have Ty at the line. Let's see. I have Gunter on my board right now. But that was a photo finish. We're going to have to wait and see what they rule it as. But I believe Gunter got the win. Got guys at the back there dropping out. I don't know why they're doing that. We repeatedly told them not to do that stuff, particularly in points race. You would have lost yourself your points. All right, it is Gunter by 7/1000ths of a second. There is your winner, the SCL Season 26 Busch Open champion, Gunter from Green Mountain Enterprises, takes the victory by 7/1000ths of a second over Rosta from BSC. O'Brien from Apex Motorsport will come home in 3rd. Daz from GME, Green Mountain Enterprises, comes home in 4th. And it's Pogo Gun, also the 3 Green Mountain drivers all making it in. And Pogo Gun comes home in 5th. Blondie's Mr. with that diabolical car. A good job to bring it home in 6th. Kylo Ren, a 7th place finish after sitting on the pole. Super 8 brings it home in 8th. Rebel in 9th. Rockabilly 10th. Flat Out is 11th. Muttley will finish 12th. Outcast 13th. And that'll wrap us up. All right, I'm going to return it to the lobby here. I'm going to go off the air, folks, and get ready to put the race room up. And we'll see you on the channel here momentarily. Krogar will be broadcasting the Busch Clash feed, so we'll see you in a moment.